Hello, welcome back to the OX5 Property Blog. I'm here today with Adam, the head of the Lettings Department at Alistair Redhouse Estate Agents. He's also one of the authors on the OX5PropertyBlog.com. Today, Adam, you're going to give us just a few stats and figures about how the lettings market's changed in the last 3 months and how things are going generally in the Kidlington and OX5 lettings market. So, Adam, what's been going on?
So it's been a busy 3 months. Generally rents have fallen across the whole of the country. This is doing some stats, and rents have generally fallen by a few percent. I haven't got the exact figures.
That's quite interesting, Adam. So why do you think they've actually fallen? What's going on?
Possibly political reasons and Brexit. I don't know. It's very easy for everyone to blame Brexit, but there's just been a national, was possibly slightly fewer people looking, which kind of means
fewer European nationals, maybe. Have we found that in Kidlington?
I mean, I've got a stat actually on nationals. 29% of our tenants in OX5 are international tenants, which is close to a third of our tenants.
That's amazing.
But I think that's similar to last year, to be honest. So although it hasn't affected us too much, we have got the difference though. We've got the pilots here, which a vast majority of the pilots are international. It could be kind of the stats are slightly skew if for OX5. But I mean, it's still kind of, it's been a good 3 months for us. We've had 2 of the last 3 months have been record months for the amount of lets we've put through, which is good. So properties are definitely letting. And going back to the pilots, we've actually had more pilot properties and more pilots, more properties were let out to the pilots than ever before.
That's interesting.
Which is good. So.
And do you think? Obviously, wage inflation is fairly stagnant at the moment. Do you think that might be one of the catalysts that's actually impacting the change or the slight decrease in the letting?
Possibly.
Rents?
I really don't know. I don't have any info on that, unfortunately. But I mean, it's just a bit. This is frustrating trying to explain to landlords that rents have fallen, especially more the traditional buy-to-let landlords, where it's kind of the numbers are more important.
Yeah.
It is difficult to say, look, rents have fallen at the moment. Yeah. We're expecting them to go back up in the next few months. Generally, obviously over Christmas it will be a bit quieter. Going to 2020, we're hoping and expecting an increase in rents going back up again.
So, do you think that might be anything to do with the punitive measures that they've had on landlords recently? The government, with the regular viewers of the OX5 Property Blog will know we've talked previously about the stamp duty changes, but also importantly about the lack of relief on your mortgage payments and that sort of thing. Do you think that's affecting the supply and demand balance at all?
Possibly. I mean, we're all expecting, as everything got tighter for landlords, like the tenant fee ban, reduction of deposit, all this stuff, we were expecting rents generally to go up, to be in all honesty. If you go back to our earlier videos a year ago, we were saying we're expecting rents to go up because of everything's being put onto the landlords now. In reality, it's gone the other way. It's just an unpredictable market. It's just the way it's gone, unfortunately. And we're still getting fairly good rents here. I don't want to say it's bad. I mean, the average for the whole of the South East for the last 3 months has been £992 per month on average. OX5 is 1109.
Okay.
Average. So I think some big properties are kind of skewing that possibly.
Yeah, but actually we've got Oxford's an expensive area.
Yeah, that's it.
And that sort of thing.
So 11, so we're over the average for South East, but I mean Oxford's known as being expensive, isn't it? So,
which is good. Well, not good, but for the landlords, it's good. The final thing is, have there been any other measures or anything else that the government have put in or that are proposed going forward that we should be aware about as landlords in OX5?
There's always things that are being proposed and talked about, but there's nothing that's been agreed, as I'm aware of, that since the last meeting yet. There's talk of the EPC regulations getting tighter, but we'll see about that if that comes in.
Yeah.
There's been a long-standing one about electricity, the electrical checks, the EICRs. That's been going on for years of when it's actually going to come in, and you have to have one for every rental property, like you do with a gas safety check. But it hasn't come in yet. Some kind of good news, though, generally, is void periods are down quite dramatically. This is just our own stats as opposed to national. Over the past 12 months, the last 2 months, we've had an average of just 8-day void periods across all of our properties.
Yeah, just to clarify, a void period is the period between the tenancies. So when tenant A leaves, and the gap between tenant A leaving and tenant B moving in. The 8 days
so
is
only 8 days a year of when the
honest.
property is not occupied is what our average is, which is quite good, really, considering the whole of the year. It's the only time there's no rent coming in. Is a landlord just? I think the average, I'd say, would probably be a lot higher than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
They've always, when landlords are doing their figures and things, they're always told to do it on a 85 or 90% occupancy. So that would be 3 or 4 weeks. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we're doing quite well on that.
Yeah,
so,
brilliant.
Yeah, that's generally the stats I've got so far for the year. There's not a lot more to talk about at this stage. We'll obviously doing a further review at the end of the year, but we're not expecting dramatic changes in the next quarter. We're still busy and still letting properties, which is the good news. So.
Excellent. Thanks, Adam. Well, as always, we've got lots of other videos planned going forward. We've got Adam's got a bit of a video explaining some of the things that amateur landlords often get tripped up on, and so we'll be putting that out fairly soon. So make sure you subscribe and like and follow us, all the usual things, just so that next time a video comes up you don't miss out, basically. If you have any questions about lettings, we're always available. Obviously we work at Alistair Red House in Kidlington, so just give us a shout, 01865 364541, and otherwise we'll see you next time.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.